Yo, what's going on, guys? It's JSK here, back with another video. And a lot of people have been asking me for like a mid-ladder deck, like a good mid-ladder roll hogs deck. So I got you with this video. And we're gonna be playing it sort of like low ladder because the season just reset. I haven't played a game yet, so you're catching the first push up. I have like the ultimate champion multiplier though, so my first win, it gives me like 6 steps and then 5 and then 4. So I go up pretty fast. But today we're using this giant skeleton roll hogs deck. My roll hog cycle deck, I would say with all like the Mega Knight and Valkyrie, Wizard, Fireball, all that, like the random decks that just like really just destroy roll hogs. Like my deck isn't like the best in mid ladder. It's better like a little bit more higher ladder, or I guess like above average ladder. But in mid ladder, it's just not the best. So we're sharing this deck today. This deck is good against Mega Knight. Like you may not think it is because it has the roll hogs, but it does really good against Mega Knight with the Zappies, the Fisherman, the Giant Skeleton, and a lot of Mega Knight decks also have like bait cards in them. So we got the Mother Witch in there too. And I'm just gonna go Giant Skeleton here to tank for the Mega Knight, and I got the arrows for that Goblin Barrel. So yeah, with this deck, a good starting plays always just like Goblin Gang at the bridge. Zappies in the back, Royal Ghost in the back. You probably don't want to play Fisherman in the back in case they have like Giant Skeleton. They might put it at the bridge, but Royal Hogs at the bridge isn't really the best play with this deck, but I do it anyway because I just like going Royal Hogs at the bridge first play. It's like my signature play, so I do it anyway. But it looks like we're already going to take that tower down with that Giant Skeleton. Got like 3 or 4 shots plus that bomb, which is going to take it down to 501 HP. And what a deck to start off with. As I was saying, like Mega Knight, like Valkyrie Wizard decks. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if he had the Wizard or not, but he has the Mega Knight and the Valkyrie and bait cards. So literally just what I was saying. And he has the Wizard. There is no way. I was literally just talking about how like this deck is good against Mega Knight Wizard decks and like all the mid ladder menaces. So and this deck, it's not just good in mid ladder, it's also good at top ladder. A good friend of mine was doing really well with this deck last season. He finished pretty high. So it's not just for mid ladder and low ladder players, it's for everybody. Like this deck is an all around great deck, and I'm definitely like once I push up higher, like once Ultimate Champion is like reached by a lot of players, I'll push up and I'll be using this deck up there too. I didn't like use it last season because I didn't have my Mother Witch or Fisherman maxed. I just maxed my Mother Witch with my Book of Books, and then I'll get that Fisherman max in the next few days. So yeah, I'll be using it on top ladder, and I'll definitely make sure to like make another video on this deck. But first victory in the bag. Pretty easy. As I said, this deck does pretty good against Mega Knight. Nothing to be scared of, but yeah, it's also pretty good against Monk and Phoenix because the Zappies are just really strong against the new cards because Phoenix just can't really do anything to Zappies, and the Monk does not reflect the Zappy charge because it's not really like a projectile, you could say. It's like a stun kind of. But yeah, also got that Royal Ghost in there for the Monk and the Goblin Gang. With that buff that they did, the Goblin Gang has like risen in popularity like a lot. You're seeing it in a lot of different decks like Modern Control. Not only just log bait like it used to be, and it's just everywhere. Like it's even in RG decks now. And this Royal Hogs deck, I guess you could say. And for the mirror, which it used to be. Okay, so it looks like we're going against E-Golem here. This matchup is, not super hard, but you can always get caught off guard with the super crazy big pushes like E-Drag, Phoenix. So E-Golem Wizard, interesting. So it's good to showcase another mid-ladder deck, We want to be going against these mid-ladder decks for the video. But yeah, he's got E-Drag, E-Golem Wizard. So, and Ram Rider. This guy's deck is whack. Just go Zappies here, and I already have a second Giant Skeleton on the field, and I think like this is pretty much already GG. There's not really much he can do. I'm gonna go Royal Ghost left lane as well. Yeah, that Mother Witch is gonna just do work and spawn a bunch of piggies as well. And that Giant Skeleton is definitely gonna connect on the tower. Yeah, that right tower is just obliterated. And I'm just gonna Goblin Gang on that. Make sure to kill that E-Golem. Then we already have Royal Hogs back in cycle, so I'm just gonna play him at the bridge, and I don't even know if he's gonna be able to stop this. Mother Witch of his own. Okay. Yeah, I think this is probably still going to be a 3 crown. Let's just arrows it. Yeah. So he just got absolutely obliterated. extremely fast because he went with 2 stupid E-Golems, but, that's expected of a League 2 player. +4. We take that, we're getting close to League 3 already. And we got a little reward here, 50 rare wild cards. I'll take it. We already got like 1,000 of those, but that's all right. Let's just hop into the next game. The search time's not that long, so I'm not going to edit the video. Okay, we're in the 3rd game here, I think it is. Against 00 Nagibator 00. Interesting name. But yeah, my hand's a little bit awkward here. I kind of want to cycle the Zappies, but I don't know if I'm going to. Because it's mid-ladder, I kind of like need it because you never know what they're going to be playing. I'm just going to wait, just see what he does here. Okay, I'm just going to roll this in the back. He's just, he's taking too much time. This is boring. Okay, so he's got a bowler. That's not going to be very good. Bowler does a lot of work versus my deck here. It destroys the Zappies, it destroys the Royal Ghosts, it destroys the Royal Hogs, and it pretty much kills everything in my deck. Let's go Fisherman and then Zappies high to stun lock this Inferno Dragon. And that Fisherman will take care of that Bowler with the tower. And it looks like we're already in a really good position here. Interesting, he's got the E-Drag, and he just wasted all of his elixir. I'm just going to roll Hogs and then add 0 elixir. Once I hit it, I'm going to go Goblin Gang because he has his Barber Barrel as well. He's probably going to, I think he's probably got like Lumberjack or Monk. Yeah, there's a Lumberjack. That Goblin Gang's going to finish that off and probably finish off the tower as well. I don't think he can do anything. He has like 0 elixir. As you can see, like he went E-Drag, Tornado, Barber Barrel. Like if you take that into account, that's 10 elixir like that he just spent. So you can just go in. That's like one thing about elixir counting. If you always like lose count like early on, just like wait until they use up all their elixir, or like wait until they put something in the back to like reset your mental count, because counting elixir is one of the biggest things in this game if you want to get better at the game. But yeah, he just throws a bowler in the back here. This is just going to be pretty easy and simple defense with the Fisherman, and then probably another Zappies, yeah, for this Inferno Dragon. Hopefully it locks onto the Inferno Dragon. Okay, it didn't, but that's alright because he froze him anyway, so it wouldn't really have mattered. And he NATO'd, interesting. Hopefully that bomb hits Inferno Dragon. Nice. Yeah, that's a dead Inferno Dragon now. We can go roll Hogs and roll Ghost in the middle. Alright. Yeah, so I'm just going to reset here. Probably with a Mother Witch in the back. And then I got my Zappies next card in hand for the balloon if he wants to go with it. Yeah, I'm going to Giant Skeleton down below. And then Zappies down below as well. So he froze, and something about the Zappies, a really good tip with if you're playing a Zappies deck, if you sort of like place the Zappies lower than the tank you want to hit, they'll like stagger. Like they'll walk up to the tank and like stagger their shots, so it stuns it like at most efficiency. Like it'll stun it 1 by 1 by 1, so it takes up like the most amount of time, and you won't get as many shots on your tower. Like as you can see there, the balloon I think only got 1 shot. I can't really remember, but it was sort of stun locked by 3 Zappies, and the Mother Witch was eating away with it. Yeah, that's the 4th game down. +3, we take those. And we get another reward. I mean, 6,000 gold, not too much. But yeah, let's just hop into the next game, man. Alright, we found a game against Venom 2.0. And he's got P.E.K.K.A, Fireball, and E-Wiz as his master, so I'm just going to assume he's playing Bridge Spam. Can't really like be 100% sure, but okay, yeah, looks like he's not playing Bridge Spam. Interesting. So Skelly King and Tombstone, I'm gonna have to assume it's either RG, or I guess it could be RG, Lava Hound, or Graveyard, but probably Graveyard because that's like the most popular deck right now in the game. I think out of all the win conditions in the game, Graveyard had the most last season in like the top of the ladder. So yeah, and with the bowler, that's pretty much going to confirm that it's going to be Graveyard. And, because he has bowler, I'm going to just guess that he has freeze as well rather than poison, because most bowler Graveyard decks have freeze. Just Fisherman here to kite, and we got that Mother Witch coming in. So that's going to spawn a lot of piggies. And I'm going to go for the Royal Ghost to kill this bowler so it doesn't like kill all the pig, because, I want a little bit of a counter push. Hopefully that Ghost can finish it off before. Yeah, it should finish it off. And he chooses Valk, so I'm going to go pigs. He doesn't have bowler or Valk in cycle. He might be back to Skeleton King. I'm not sure. Okay, so he's back to the Tombstone, which is alright. We still get a good bit of damage, and that right side is pretty low as well. I'm not gonna lie, I can't even remember what happened to the right side, because that is like almost down. Maybe it was my hogs? I don't know. But that tower is pretty low, so I'll take it. Let's go giant skeleton in the back here to mirror this bowler. You know, a lot of times, if your opponent's just trying to start a push-up, you always just want to go giant skeleton into it because it applies that pressure, and sometimes they'll just not even go with their push anymore because of that giant skeleton. Especially against, like, bigger tank decks like Golem. Not really RG, but, like, Golem, Giant, E-Giant. Like, if you just play a giant skeleton in the back, it just puts a lot of pressure. Because of that bomb, like, it'll kill all their support troops, and the giant skeleton by itself just does a lot of damage with its like hits and melee attack. But yeah, that Zappy just reset the baby dragon, keeping my mother witch alive, which is huge right there. He's back to another bowler, which is alright. I'm gonna go roll ghost opposite lane to apply pressure, so he can't really go with a full-on graveyard push here. Let's go fisherman in the middle to like pull everything over. Then we got a goblin gang and a giant skeleton clean up this graveyard, and that bowler's just gonna die. And that Royal Ghost, wow, it took the tower down to 1,000 HP. I'm going to go Mother Witch on this tombstone. It's going to spawn a whole lot of piggies here. I don't think he's really got an answer for it right now. Yeah, that's like 5 piggies, and there's 4 more skeletons where that came from. Yeah, it's just going to be GG's. There's no way he has anything in hand to stop this. The left side and the right side are both going to go down. Well, big damage. Hopefully we can take both towers. I need the crowns for the pass Royale. Yeah, we're going to take both. Big W. Let's go. I need the pass Royale so I can like get another book of books, because I used my one from last season to max my Mother Witch, and I need one more so I can like max my monk or something, or maybe my Phoenix. I kind of want to abuse the broken cards even though they're disgusting, you know, because everybody else is. Like last season in the top 200, I believe 159 out of the 200 players were playing Phoenix, and I think it was just crazy, bro. Like that should just not be allowed. That's wild, man. It's like a 70% use rate, and then the monk had like a 39% use rate, which is just not normal. Like imagine like 75% of the decks you play have a single card, and they haven't even announced the nerf for it. I mean, they already nerfed it once, but it wasn't enough, bro. Like the card is still just completely broken. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a giant skeleton mirror here. He's got the cannon as well. Or cannon cart, not the cannon. I think it's probably gonna be like Golden Knight, Drill, NATO, and the Executioner. Yeah, the Executioner is going to confirm it. He's definitely got Giant Skeleton Drill here. Yeah, with that NATO as well. Now, the question is, does he have, like, Golden Knight or Royal Ghost? He uses Log, so, yeah, Golden Knight there. He uses Log, so I'm just going to go with the Royal Ghost and Goblin Gang. That's going to take his entire right tower. And that Fisherman just does a really good job cleaning up. I mean, we're still going to take a little bit of the damage, but, you know, it's not a lot compared to what we just did to him. His King Tower's at half HP, and we took the right side tower. So we're in a really good spot here. I'm just going to wait until 10 Elixir, and then we can just, like, reset in the back. Okay, he's just going to go for the initiative and go for an attack here with this Goblin Drill, but it's not going to do anything with that Giant Skeleton dropped on top of it. You know, when they place it right there, it can get a lot of RNG hits if you don't know the right placement. So, you know, as you can see where I put my Giant Skeleton, if you put any troop there, it'll eat the first Goblin hit, which is just really big if you don't know how to defend the drill. But yeah, I'd say even though I'm winning this matchup like really easily, this matchup is not that good, because he's got all this like Executioner, NATO, Golden Knight, Log to defend our pushes, and I don't really have anything to like stop his pushes other than like the Royal Ghost for the drill. There's just not much to kill the drill, you know, and he can defend pretty easily, but I kind of caught him off guard and outplayed him in single elixir, which is why we're winning. And I kind of want to get the 3 crown here for the pass Royale, so hopefully he just lets it go and slides, because he's not winning this game. I don't even know why he's trying to defend. It's just annoying. He's wasting both of our time. Like, come on now, just let me get the win. Let me get my crowns. Come on now. Like, 666 HP left. Just one more Royal Hogs will take it out. I'm just going to try and cycle back. I'll even let you take a tower. Come on now. Like, I'm letting him take a tower, and he's still not letting me 3-crown. That's crazy. Like, you're not going to win. Just give it up. Yeah, that's going to do it. And we get that 3 crowns for the pass Royale. We take those. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to BM him because he wasted my time. And we're at the point where I don't have my multiplier anymore, so I only got +1 for that. But yeah, we're going to be in Challenger 3 now. Let's go. Big W's. Ranking up and shit. I'm going to hop into probably one last game after I open up my rewards. Got my pass roll rewards too, that 10,000 gold. That's huge. Yeah, I think I'm going to hop into one more game here, and that'll finish off the video. Alright, we found a game. We're against Vet Blaze 64. He's got some interesting cards in his mastery slots. Not really sure what he could be playing. Might be Hog, since he did have that Hog, Lightning, and Rocket. Okay, so no, it's going to be Wall Breakers. There's a lot of different versions, though, so I'm going to have to play it a little bit slow here and figure out what he's using. I'm going to just cycle a Giant Skeleton in the back here, and I think I'm going to eat that because my hand just wasn't, like, if I had a roll of Ghost, I probably would have played it, but other than that, like, it would have just been like a waste of elixir. Wow, that's really aggressive. That's really aggressive. He went with a roll, a Knight and a Magic Archer, but yeah, I was about to say he has that bomb tower, so he can pretty much just defend everything with that broken bomb tower. You know, the bomb tower is like not even that broken, but I just complain about it because I'm a Royal Hogs player, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, let's go Goblin at the bridge here. It'll probably get a little bit of damage. Yeah, he was low in elixir. But yeah, I'm going to have to respond to those 3 Spirit Goblins because my tower is so low. You know, he did a really aggressive Knight Magic Archer at the bridge, and he got away with it because of the bomb tower, which is unfortunate. But, you know, this matchup's really hard, so there's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to have to try and get this game into, like, a 2-tower game here. Otherwise, there's, like, there's not a possibility I can win this. I'm going to arrows, and then, you know, I just got to go for, like, a big reset and get a nice push going. Take that tower, and then once it's in, like, a 2-tower game, I feel like it's a lot easier for me to do and win, because I can always, like, apply that pressure in the pocket while I have, like, a Giant Skeleton Mother Witch coming down in the lane. Okay, he's got a Knight coming at us. That was, like, a bad play from him. I feel like he shouldn't really cycle his tank when he's versus Giant Skeleton deck. I went for Zappies there, you know, just in case he went with a Magic Archer. He still might go for one, to be honest. Not really sure. This guy's kind of out of the game, so I wouldn't be surprised, but he ended up going for it. Let's go Royal Hogs here. And he used that log, so I'm gonna go Royal Ghost, and then okay, I was thinking about going Goblin Gang, but it just wasn't worth it there. Yeah, he's already back to Knight, so you know we got a little bit of damage, but you know the game is kind of reset right now. So let's just go with a Giant Skeleton in the back here. I have my Goblin Gang ready for the Wall Breakers. Yeah, interesting NATO. I'm not really sure what he was trying to do with that. He might have been trying to prediction log, but he kind of like misclicked on the NATO, so that's big W's for us. So, wow, he went... Okay. Yeah, this guy's really aggressive with his Magic Archer Knights at the bridge. He's probably a Remy fan with, like, doing all these plays. Probably learned from him. Yeah, I think I should be able to take his tower here. Even though he's got 2 bomb towers up, I should still be able to break through. Let's go Goblin Gang at the bridge. He just uses log. And, yeah, that NATO is just going to pull everything closer to the tower. So, we're going to take the tower here. And, yeah, just like I wanted, we have a 2-tower game. It's going to be a lot easier for me to win now. Just cycle Giant Skeleton in the back to reset. I think I'm up a few elixir, like 2 or 3. So it'll be a little bit before he plays his card. Yeah, interesting and really aggressive play. But yeah, he's going to get 2 wall breaker connections, but that's fine. I'm just going to eat him. Let's go Royal Hogs in the pocket here. Once again, applying that pocket pressure. Taking that bomb tower out of hand, so my push that's coming up here, my secondary push is going to get a lot more value. We have a second Giant Skeleton in him. I'm going to go with it in the pocket as soon as I get enough elixir. And yeah, this is looking like it's going to be GG. I don't really see how he's going to stop this. I mean, he's another bomb tower, but what's that going to do? It's going to do nothing. You're awful. Get destroyed. How did you lose that matchup? Everything's dead. The Knight's dead. The Goblin Gang's dead. We have another Royal Hogs on the field, and yeah, that's going to be GG. The Giant Skeleton is going to connect on the tower, and I'm going to BM him because I don't know how he lost that. Let's go. But yeah, this is the best Royal Hogs mid-ladder deck. You know, I think that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment how you feel about the new season. You know, how did you do last season? Did you get to Ultimate Champion, or what? Like, what's your favorite deck, you know? But I'd like to thank you all for watching once again, you know. I appreciate all the support. We're almost, like, up to 1.5K subscribers, and once I hit that, I'm going to be releasing my Discord server to the public. You know, I'm going to have detailed matchups in a channel, which you can all see, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.